even have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and and, of course, WHPS TV 151152. On your antenna, you can watch us all over Detroit, Highland Park, and, of course, on cable channel 90 from 7 to 12. That's TV 33, WHPS, 24 hours a day. We had something coming to you on the Roku box, Amazon, Apple, Fire Stick, Roku, your telephone app. We have it all for you going around the world. Yes, so for folks who are watching us at a different time zone, we want to say hello, maybe evening to you, maybe lunchtime, I don't know. But at any rate, for my friends from around the world, I want to say hello to you. And for, of course, the United States and our local fans, I want to again say hello to you and wish you well. And remember, today is your day, your opportunity to be greater than you were yesterday. This is your Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy E. Jones, and welcome you to watch us. And again, talk to your friends. Once again, tell your friends that you can watch us on the R.J. Watkins Watch Party. That's right. And it's archived so that when the party is over, you can still tell your friends to go to R.J. Watch Party, look at the time, and we are on for about basically an hour and a half. Make sure the show says hour and a half, and then you look and see what time it was. If it says, if you're watching it on a Monday, it'll say 1 day ago. If you're watching it today, if they're watching today, it'll say how many hours the show was previously on. Go to the RJ's Watch Party. It's a fantastic thing. You can share with your friends. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to talk this morning, this evening, whatever time it may be. You can call us at 313-868-0342. That's 868-0342. And of course, we have two other numbers, and it will roll over to those numbers. Well, family, tell you what we're going to do. I see I have someone on the phone, so I'm going to go straight to the numbers today. And you can call in, and you can try to find out how to relieve yourself of the stress, the strain, and the pain that you may be going through because of what's going on in the world, in your neighborhood, in your household, or whatever. But you have an opportunity to talk with Talk Beat Jones. And again, I am Billy Jones. Remember, tell your friends locally, that's in Detroit. We're on at 8:30 to 10 o'clock every Sunday morning. And we, of course, able to be seen at different time zones all around the world. Well, let's go to the telephone lines and let's see who we have at this particular time. Again, I have not set a subject, so you're free to run with what's on your mind. Can I have your name and where you're calling from, please?
Rusty Jackson, Oakland, California.
Rusty Jackson, Oakland, California. My ambassador. How you doing, Mr. Rusty Jackson?
Man, it's Sunday. It's God's day, and I'm blessed and highly favored.
Talk to me, brother. Talk to me. We can start off just like that. Just like that. Yes.
Well, this morning, I want to give a shout out, excuse me, to a former Oakland A's player who just won a world championship with the Washington Nationals, Sean Doolittle.
Okay.
And I want to salute Sean for refusing to go to the White House to celebrate their world championship. To me, that's the Oakland stroke that Sean still carries with him.
You know what I was going to say? Did he not know the man is from Oakland? You know, I mean, Oakland, let's put it this way. because I found that there are so many other cities in the United States, that there are so many other Oaklands, that we in Oakland, California, we just consider when we say Oakland, everybody know that it's Oakland, California. It's not. But we're talking about the for real Oakland, California. Is that correct?
We are, Billy, but to my dismay, the real Oakland is going to become a memory soon. The Oakland is changing. Some of it's good, but a lot of it is not for the better.
So are you telling us that diversity is not really working for Oakland?
I'm telling you that diversity has its pluses and minuses. And in order to make diversity positive all the way through, you need to have a plan.
Yes.
And Oakland doesn't have a plan. So, Billy, I'm going to make a prediction, and I pray that I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I believe that by 2025, Oakland will be San Francisco East. And that Oakland will have less than double-digit % of African-American population.
Well, you know, Rusty, when you say that, and we are speaking about a particular section of the United States at this point, but we want folks to understand that the template, when folks talking about diversity is great, diversity is this, diversity is that, but we're talking about the template that is utilized in terms of gentrification and getting folks out. Because Rusty Jackson of Oakland, California, if you go back and remember, back in the late 70s, 80s, back in the late 70, early 80s, when the rents abatement went away, and the folks in San Francisco started to come to Oakland because they were paying $2,000 and $3,000 for a studio or one-bedroom apartment, and they could come and get a 3-bedroom apartment for that type of money, because the people in Oakland were able to raise the rents and get folks out who were paying $500-$700 for those type of places, $850. So you know, I mean, and so what happened is you brought in that San Francisco population to Oakland. It's a continued influx of that population coming to Oakland with BART.
Well, you know, Billy, it's real interesting because, as you very well know, I used to be the chief of staff to Oakland's first African-American mayor.
Who was that?
Lionel Wilson.
Well, we have to call his name, because remember, when we're local and we call the name, people know it. But we're around the world, and we got people listening to us who don't have no idea who that little city, Oakland, California, is, and who that black mayor was from years ago, who that may have been. We had to call his name.
Understood. And when Lionel was mayor, Oakland was considered a minority-majority black city that was crime-infested. Now, Oakland has never had a riot. We're the birthplace of the Black Panthers, but we've never had a riot. When Lionel came and took over City Hall, all of a sudden the complexion of City Hall started to change dramatically. At that time, we also had to implement the effects of Proposition 13, which took a huge amount of revenue out of city coffers going to the state government. We navigated that and did not lose any services. And today, with all the development that's going on in Oakland, with all of the new residents that we have, with the escalating housing prices as well as rent prices, the services that we get are not as good as what we got some 30-something years ago.
Now,
and the attitude of the new residents. Billy, we had a case.
Hey, Rusty. Now, because again, we're on television, and you're calling from Oakland, California. I'm talking out of Detroit, so it's not like I can take the whole scenario about Oakland and let it play out like that. We have to move on, because what I understood is that the gentrification and the idea is to put the idea for us here in Detroit to see how our people, how our government, how the political folks are positioning Detroit where they're shifting the population that is majority black, but they're shifting that population to segments of this community and letting the white folks come in and taking over this city. And so we are simply saying, you see, this is what happened to Oakland, the home of the Black Panthers, the original Black Panthers, and the original city, well, not the original city, but the city that took over being the mayor, the vice mayor, the manager. The whole total process had become black. The city council had become black. And now where are they? And now where is Oakland? And I'm saying to the family, you know, we have to look at these things because, again, this is the template to how this thing is worked out, whereby the people in power say, okay, well, it's okay. We're now looking at the city of Detroit and now the city of Highland Park going into districts. And the problem with that, as opposed to the fact that if you have the majority population, then you're always basically able to get your folk in there. Now you got districts and things going to be chopped up. Now folks can move in and take over your district representation. You want to speak on that? You want to speak on that, Rusty?
Yeah, Billy, that's a very interesting point because when Lionel was elected, we had citywide elections. And then we went to district elections, which was designed to improve representation.
Yes.
Well, now that West Oakland is probably 85-90% white.
Okay. Wait, Rusty.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, and when we talk about gentrification real quickly, you're saying that the area that was considered back in the day, the slum area, the ghetto area, is now where the mansions were because the white folks have moved out of those areas. You're telling me that now the white folks have moved back into West Oakland, and whereby now it is almost 90 to 95% white folks?
Yes, sir.
How can a black city let white folks come in and take over the city that where there was a large collection or place where black folks were definitely the majority? I mean, I'm from West Oakland, y'all. I mean, I want you to understand. So I know what's going on in West Oakland.
You know, it's Billy, housing prices started to creep up, even though those old Victorians were in disrepair. The prices started moving up. Second generations that owned that house saw that they could get a fair amount of money, and it was black flight out of Oakland.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying is that.
And the reason that I'm bringing it up.
Okay.
Is because that very thing could happen to Detroit.
It is happening. That's what we're talking about, and that's why we wanted to let that flow, because, again, we're not talking exclusively, family and folks around the world, or my Detroit or my Highland Park viewing audience. We're not talking about Oakland, California. We're giving you the template of what is happening and what they're doing basically in the Detroit home base right here. This is what you have to look at when you're going into the election process, when you're saying, oh, well, they're using this good dictionary word called gentrification, et cetera, diversities, et cetera. Well, gentrification is what? What is diversity? Is what? It's a process where I'm going to take a yawn break, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to have some good information to pass out to the family. But right now, hold on, Rusty, please. Mr. Okay. Rusty Jack to Oakland. And I do have another person that's calling into the Talk Beat Jones show. Remember, you tell your friends we can be on the air, be seen on 150, 151, and excuse me. Woo, Theo called me with that. It's 151 and 152 that you can catch us locally with your antenna. Otherwise, the Roku Books, Amazon, Apple, Fire Stick, your app, and your phone. Caller, who am I speaking with, please?
Good morning, Sylvia.
Sylvia, can you hold on? I'll bring you right on after I come right back. Don't go nowhere, okay? And family, with that, we're going to prepare to take a little reboot, and we'll be right back very, very quickly. So don't even think about changing. But you can take time to call your friends. We'll be back shortly, okay?
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. And
Once again, this is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy Jones. And family, want to let you understand once again that you can watch us every Sunday from 8:30 to 10. And tell your friends, tune in, Talk Beat Jones, every Sunday from 8:30 to 10 on TV 33. And, of course, on WHPS, that's 150, excuse me, why do I keep saying 150? 151, 152. And you can pick us up locally with your antenna. And, of course, on Comcast, the station is on from 7 a.m. until 12, Monday through Sundays. And right about now, let's bring on my very special guest today. And this is Miss Michelle Broden.
Good morning, family, and good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. We're exciting now. So, Miss Broden, before I go to the telephone lines, and telephone calls, family, I'll be with you shortly. Why don't you bring yourself up to date with the family who may have not seen you, don't know anything about you, before we get ready to hear some good conversation from you.
Well, good morning. I'm Michelle Broden. I'm an educator. I'm a precinct delegate. I'm a community leader. All of that.
Now, what is it that you want this family to know about you, and what is that you want to bring to this table?
I want to bring to this table that we need to pay attention to what is going on. I'm in the community to give out the information as a precinct delegate. That's part of what I do. As far as politically, any information that's going to impact the condition of your life where you live. So that's locally, that's Wayne County, statewide, those three things, because we live in Wayne County, we live in the city of Detroit, and we reside in the state of Michigan.
Great. Is there any special information that you want to go like in sequence of 1, 2, 3, 4? These are things that we need to know more.
Well, right now, everything it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
I know one thing that's going on that I need you to speak on. The census.
Yes, the census. Well, we have 100 and maybe 60 some days before they get started.
Okay.
But when I was on a couple of weeks ago, I was trying to let the family know that there are jobs, if you need part-time job or full-time jobs, that's available. But I did find out something.
What's that?
You have to be computer literate, because they are wanting us to apply online in order to be considered for the job. Now, you might be able to go to a community group and then they can hire you, but you still have to go online. Somebody will have to help you go online so that they can keep a record and the data of who these people are.
Yes.
Going out into the public, speaking to the people, getting them signed up. So right now you can go on the...
Let me go ghetto style. If I want to apply for this job,
yes,
and I don't have computer skills, here we go. Can I get somebody who has computer skills to, I can sit there, I can give them the answers to the questions that they're filling out on the computer?
Short answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Because I'm saying is that
they need all the help they're going to need, because they're going to need the soldiers out in the streets to knock on doors, and they will probably have some paper applications, but I understand they're going to have tablets.
Yes.
So if I was a senior citizen, just saying, not all, but there might be a few that aren't.
They're going to give you tablets to take and go out in the field and work?
For the people that
did
not come or didn't submit their application because they're trying to capture everybody. Like they already know where we live. They already know where some of us are. So say they send this to me via email or application to my house and I refuse, don't send it out. Then they send the person out, right?
Right.
And then right there, if they establish and the people are
you talking about, we still talking about
the worker
okay.
going knocking to the door.
Wow.
And if it's somebody that's not able, they can put the information in on this tablet.
Big difference from when I did it.
Right, me too. Me too. It's a paper and I had to sit on your front porch and check off dots.
Well, we're going to come back to that shortly here. Hi, caller. This is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy E. Jones, and I have my very special guest, Miss Michelle Broden.
All right. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes. I was wondering if either parties on the phone as well as in the studio, are you guys familiar with the Byron Allen Breakfast Club interview?
I am, and I just reviewed it last night. And that was a part of when Mr. Billy Jones asked me what was going on a lot. Because if we lose out on that, that's just terrible. And that's that Comcast fight. That's a lot.
Now, wait, Sylvia. So that this conversation is not basically between you and Michelle, who know what you're talking about. For us who didn't see the Byron Allen, who is probably one of the greatest persons that is doing business, that people really don't know who he is, because they knew him years and years and years and years and years ago as a stand-up comic. But he took it to a whole different level. But people don't know him because he was in the background. He's making all of these comedians putting food on their table, making the business grow greater, better. But they didn't know him. But now I want to know, what are you talking about? I saw something about him being on the Breakfast Club. But what is the big hoo-ha-rah?
What I got out of this interview, he was saying as long as we were slaves, we were assets, and now that we're free, we're a liability, and they do not want to share the wealth. And what they're doing is taking him to the Supreme Court to eviscerate, is that the right word, the Civil Rights Act of 1866. And that Civil Rights Act would give us economic inclusion, access to capital. And so the fight is on, and it's a real good fight, and I'm just hoping people get tuned in and we all get educated on where we could fit in to support this. Wait,
excuse me. Don't hang up.
Okay.
Don't hang up. Family, we're going to do this. We're going to come. And because I want Miss Michelle Broden, and I've got Rusty Jackson, and I've got Sylvia on the line. And again, I have a line, 313-868-0342. You can call in. I want you on the line with us as well. But right about now, I think it's time for me to reboot my mind on the Talk Beat Jones show. Stay right there.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere, because this is the Talk Beat Jones. And
you can have your own party on TV. Party with R.J. Watkins and the TV33 family when you hold your own Facebook watch party. Connect all your friends with our friends, and we can have a watch party together. Watch your favorite TV shows when you want, how you want, with your favorite people. Here's how it works. Log on to Facebook from your computer or tablet and go to the R.J. Watkins fan page at facebook.com/TV33WHPR. The one with the blue WHPR logo on the left. Like us. Click the word videos with the red tag that says live next to it. Then click the share button at the bottom of the video player and select start a watch party. Invite whoever you want. Your party will be recorded and archived for playback anytime you want. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. At the end of the month, the viewer that has the most people at their watch party will be invited on the TV show live. Come on, let's have a party.
They arguing on the play. He said, no, that's mine. So they sharing it. Thank you.
Once again, and every week. Bon appetit. Good as hell, man.
Cause support right there, Brother Lee.
To the bone, it was good. Bad to the bone.
Bad to the bone.
Good to the bone.
That's a good thing.
Come on, get your chicken.
That's it. Yeah, come get the chicken.
This is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy Jones. I want to invite you to listen, to watch, and to participate every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. That's right, from 9 to 10 a.m. That's the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Dr. Talk. Make sure you tune in every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. That's Talk Beat Jones. Remember, tell your friends. Talk Beat Jones, we're now on Sundays from 9 to 10 a.m.
WHPR-TV is now on Channel 90. Check out all of your favorite morning talk shows on Comcast Channel 90 every day from 7 a.m. to 12 noon, and watch us anytime, day or night, on all of your favorite devices. Download the WHPR-TV Now app and take us with you wherever you go. WHPR-TV is now on Comcast Channel 90 every day from 7 a.m. till noon. WHPR-TV, a Watkins Broadcasting Company.
Has age finally caught up with you? Do you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney disease? Well, look and feel younger today. We discovered a new product that promotes appearance and joint issues by the way of collagen, HA, and other super ingredients, without injections. This product will significantly improve joint mobility, help with high blood pressure, kidney disease, and diabetes. It'll also help your skin as well. Call us now at 706-319-0255 or 313-885-4321.
Well, we're moving on now to the side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Come check out the new Sisters Braid 2 hair braiding and natural hair care salon located at 18070 Mount Elliott Street. Our new salon is spacious with adequate parking, Wi-Fi, and all brand new state-of-the-art salon equipment. Come meet your local hair braiders and natural hair care specialists and check out our many hair care services such as hair treatments, box braids, cornrows, tree braids, Havana twists, children's braids, natural twists, lock extensions, kinky twists, goddess locks, updos, full weaves, and more. Please feel free to visit us on the web at www.sistersbraid2.com or call 313-826-0498. Here at Sisters Braid 2, we offer exceptional care for exceptional hair. We look forward to seeing you. Sisters Braid 2 is a proud recipient of the Unity and Rebuilding Fund.
Hi, this is LaWanda.
This is R.J. Watkins.
Coming to you to bring you some information about the #1 detox in the nation, Lemon Burn. Lemon Burn helps to turn the fat into fit. It's for you, a happier, healthier you, because you know healthy is the new beautiful. An all-natural way to improve your health. It promotes a healthy digestive system, attacks and reduces belly fat, as well as gives you energy. Need to get yours today. Call 313-868-6612.
Don't forget to exercise and eat right.
Welcome, Judge Mathis. Thanks for coming to share an important message with the Wayne County taxpayers.
Well, thank you for allowing me to help. You know, most of my life I was a resident of Wayne County, and so I'm here to help because Treasurer Shabri wants to work with Wayne County homeowners to keep families in their homes and prevent foreclosure.
If you're having trouble making your property tax payments, let us know. We have many resources to help.
Take the first step towards staying in your home by going down to the Wayne County Treasurer's office on the 5th floor of the International Building in Greektown.
Stop by today to learn more about our payment plans and especially the newly extended interest rate reduction program.
Already in the payment plan? It's important you stay in good standing.
Making property tax payments is now easier than ever. We have placed payment kiosks in Rite Aid stores and community centers across the county. We've also added kiosks in our offices. Contact us at 313-224-5990 or email us at taxinfo@waynecounty.com.
All media platforms are engaged. Copy.
Get ready to launch your show or product.
Periscope ready. We're 5x5 ready to launch. Copy that.
Trend worldwide across all major platforms.
Ignition.
3, 2, 1.
The world is waiting. Watkins Broadcasting. More than just TV. You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and
We're on the hottest station, period. This is the People Station. This is TV 33 WHPR and WHPS TV. Oh, let's tell you about it. 151, 152. Pick it up all over Detroit, all over Highland Park on your regular antenna. Wonderful, great thing. Remember, you can watch us every Sunday from 8:30 to 10. That's right, from 8:30 to 10, we're live. You can call us at 313-868-0342. Without a whole lot of further conversation, I'm going to bring on my special guest, Miss Mary. No, I'm not going to we talked about Mary Barbara. And I'm thinking about Mary Barbara on the line, but she's not there yet.
Me too, on that hot sauce.
Yes. She got me dripping. How about if I bring on Miss Michelle Broden?
Hello.
Yes. And hello, young lady. Hello. Go ahead. You take it.
Hello, caller.
You're live.
Good morning. I'm
Coming to you shortly. Yes. Now you were talking about that.
The fight between the Supreme Court Comcast and Byron
Allen. Okay.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of the it's the Civil Rights Act 1866. And if they get rid of that Civil Rights Act, they definitely will continue to turn the clocks back even more, because this act was in place to give black citizenships as Americans. We were supposed to be getting licensing contracts through government and commercial contracts.
And public education.
Doing it. And now that he's getting ready to pull it out and enforce it, they went to Donald Trump, who had did a brief, I forgot the name of what they call
amicus
it.
brief.
Yes, to end it, to destroy it. So that means the clocks will go further back, and the economic genocide that they're doing to us will get even worse.
Okay, but for us who don't quite understand what that means, can you break it down into elementary? What would that mean to us as a people?
Well, the main issue is that Comcast and is it the Charter Comcast is taking Byron to court, and he's trying to hold on and enact the Civil Rights Act of 1866, which would allow us to have what we see we're not getting, which is contracts to government and commercial and licensing. We're not getting that. So he's trying to get this civil rights to, come to life. And now they want to fight it. And they went to Donald Trump, who wrote some type of brief. I forgot the name of it.
She did.
But they want to turn the clocks back, and they're trying to erase the Civil Rights Act.
Okay. Now, hold on. Ms. Broden, from your perspective, why are they taking? Why is it that Byron Allen and hold on to why? And Rusty, I have you on the line ready too. So why would they be taking Byron Allen to court?
They're taking away the freedom. So if you notice, we meaning African Americans, because that's who he's representing, do not have the ability, like they shut down Bill Cosby, wanted to buy a network. They didn't allow it, right? So Byron is now trying to get a network, get his own radio station. We don't have access to communications that represent us, whether it's news, radio, movies, all of that.
Okay.
So they're shutting us down. We don't have the ability to buy a license to run our own syndicated network system.
So when you say we,
The Freedom Freedom
okay,
Act.
but when we're talking about we talk that's ideology.
Minorities.
But the person who is being affected right now,
Are us.
that is, he's representing us. But the person that is on the front line right now is Byron
Allen, yes.
Okay, so that's where I'm saying is that we have the target. We don't have the in the cloud us. We have that person who is representing us.
Right.
That's being charged.
Right. But is bigger than that, and I don't have it in front of me, and I will the next time if I'm invited back the next time.
Of course. By the way,
it's more than that, because there's also public education is under attack. There are a lot of things that for the common person or the working person, the people that do the labor, they are scaling back.
Rusty.
Yes.
Your conversation, bro. Rusty Jackson of Oakland, California.
The Civil Rights Act of 1866 was put together to guarantee citizenship to anybody born in this country.
Right.
So that was protection for slaves and ex-slaves. But above and beyond that, what I believe that they're trying to do now, that Civil Rights Act said that anybody that was tried would be tried in the United States court instead of the state court. If they're able to repeal this, then now things will be tried in state courts, and we know that states are radically different from the federal government.
Are these the courts that Donald Trump now has a big influence because of his appointments?
Yes.
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 Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So it's going to hit us at our basic area. Forget contracting right now. Just think about our rights as it relates to the criminal justice system.
Well, I say this apologetically, is I have State Rep Mr. Isaac Robinson is here, and so I've got to change from this segment to the segment with Mr. Isaac Robinson. Thank you. You can hold on, please, if you would. Miss Michelle, I want to thank you so very much for being here.
Thank you.
You know, family, to help us out, you can send a check, cash your check, money order into 160 Victor Street, Highland Park, 48203. Please place my name at the bottom of the memo column. Make it out to R.J. Watkins, WHPR. And so that'll help as we're going into the time in which we need your help as we continue to bring to you powerful people, people who you can vet, people that you can say, if I have an opportunity to vote for that person for an office, this is the person, because why? I've seen them. I know what they're thinking. It's no rehearsal off the top of their head. So, Miss Michelle Broden, this is your audience. You want to have your last thoughts to them before you go, please.
Yes, I wanted to say to you, make sure that we pay attention, we stay alert, we stay woke. Make sure when you talk to people, you ask the things that are important to you, important to your community. I'm in the community. I'm here to serve. I'm here to bring information that is helpful, information that will help you become a better citizen and the quality of your life.
I'm looking at here the State Rep Isaac Robinson. He's doing I was going to say a bad word. My mother's not cool with me even using those phrases.
Excellent, extraordinary, spectacular.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, I knock doors for Isaac. He knows that. I've been at fundraisers. I've donated money, and he has done the best job. He's a people person.
Well, hold up.
He's a people person.
Mr. Robinson, we want to bring you up. Well, hold on. I tell you what, family, let's get this triple treat. Why did I say triple treat? You say, Billy, you only bring it on 2. Well, don't forget Billy. All right, so hold on. So, sir, we're going to hold on, sir. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
You can't see me?
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna go.
Wait, come back. Come back. I can't tell you what to do. I mean, I'm saying I'm just protecting my show.
Triple treat?
No, come on down.
Okay, get my chair.
No, not the chair, Mr. He's gonna get me.
Mr. Tyler, don't kick me out the building.
That's what I'm saying. I'm in trouble. Mr. Tyler, Mr. RJ, you see the state rep took it over. Come on down and just do a little op, and I gotta let you go. I can't do that. Okay. Say something, then I gotta let you go. We gotta
Michelle
go.
Broughton. That's Theo Broughton's daughter. That's why she's a social justice advocate, at least partially.
All right, we're going to go to that commercial break so we can set this program up proper because, again, this program is going around the world with family. This is a state rep, and this is the same way he's doing on the campaign trail. It's the same way he's doing when he's out with these other political folks. He's out here doing what all them fools who call themselves political folks. He crashes the parties. He makes things happen. Nobody controls this man. Nobody controls him.
No.
And he's here. Now, he knows that when he go to commercial break, Mr. RJ is going to call down here and tell Mr. Henry Tyler, you better go out there and pop that boy in his head. So, Mr. Henry Tyler, sir, can we go to commercial break so I can get back in the shape?
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and
Well, we're moving on now. To the side. It would be lots of partners in the sky.
Come check out the new Sisters Braid 2 hair braiding and natural hair care salon located at 18070 Mount Elliott Street. Our new salon is spacious with adequate parking, Wi-Fi, and all brand new state-of-the-art salon equipment. Come meet your local hair braiders and natural hair care specialists and check out our many hair care services such as hair treatments, box braids, cornrows, tree braids, Havana twists, children's braids, natural twists, lock extensions, kinky twists, goddess locks, updos, full weaves, and more. Please feel free to visit us on the web at www.sistersbraid2.com or call 313-826-0498. Here at Sisters Braid 2, we offer exceptional care for exceptional hair. We look forward to seeing you. Sisters Braid 2 is a proud recipient of the Unity and Rebuilding Fund.
You can have your own party on TV. Party with RJ Watkins and the TV33 family when you hold your own Facebook watch party. Connect all your friends with our friends, and we can have a watch party together. Watch your favorite TV shows when you want, how you want, with your favorite people. Here's how it works. Log on to Facebook from your computer or tablet and go to the RJ Watkins fan page at facebook.com/TV33WHPR, the one with the blue WHPR logo on the left. Like us. Click the word videos with the red tag that says live next to it. Then click the share button at the bottom of the video player and select start a watch party. Invite whoever you want. Your party will be recorded and archived for playback anytime you want. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. At the end of the month, the viewer that has the most people at their watch party will be invited on the TV show live. Come on, let's have a party.
They arguing on the play. He said, no, that's mine. So they sharing it. Thank you.
Once again, and every week. Bon appetit. Good as hell, man.
Called support right there, Brother Lee.
To the bone, it was good. Bad to the bone.
Bad to the bone.
Good to the bone.
That's a good thing.
Come on, get your chicken.
That's it. Yeah, come get your chicken.
This is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy Jones. I want to invite you to listen, to watch, and to participate every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. That's right, from 9 to 10 a.m. That's the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Dr. Talk. Make sure you tune in every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. That's Talk Beat Jones. Remember, tell your friends. Talk Beat Jones, we're now on Sundays from 9 to 10 a.m.
WHPR TV is now on Channel 90. Check out all of your favorite morning talk shows on Comcast Channel 90 every day from 7 a.m. to 12 noon, and watch us anytime, day or night, on all of your favorite devices. Download the WHPR TV Now app and take us with you wherever you go. WHPR TV is now on Comcast Channel 90 every day from 7 a.m. till noon. WHPR TV, a Watkins Broadcasting Company.
Has age finally caught up with you? Do you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney disease? Well, look and feel younger today. We discovered a new product that promotes appearance and joint issues by the way of collagen, HA, and other super ingredients, without injections. This product will significantly improve joint mobility, help with high blood pressure, kidney disease, and diabetes. It'll also help your skin as well. Call us now at 706-319-0255 or 313-885-4321.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and All right, we're back now with the Talk Beat Jones, and once again, I am Billy Jones, and again, without any further ado, I will let you know that from 8:30 to 10 o'clock, you can watch the Talk Beat Jones on Roku, Amazon, Fire Stick, the Apple, your telephone. Oh, shucks, why should I continue? I got the state rep right here, Mr. Isaac Robinson, and of course, my special guest, Miss Michelle Broden. Good day to both of you. Mr. Isaac Robinson first. You want to speak to your constituents,
well,
please?
It's always an honor to be on the Billy Jones Show here with R.J. Watkins and Henry Tyler. They're just amazing individuals who love Detroit. And I'm honored to be here with Theo Broden's daughter, Michelle.
No. Say rep.
I'm Rosemary Robinson's son. I'm proud of it. And
so he knows what it's
like. I actually was about to call her Theo by mistake. But Michelle has really been a great labor leader, Democratic activist, and I definitely want to encourage her to run whatever she wants to pursue.
Do you think that Michelle can stand up on her own the way she's been doing since she's about 4 or 5 years of age?
Well, I think I might have known Michelle before I met Theo, and I really don't recognize them as a blur. I represent them as separate entities. You sure can't blame my mama for the stuff I do crazy, so we have to stand on our own 2 feet.
Very smart, very intelligent, very you're interchangeable. And I say that because you have that side of you that's wild, that's with the people, personable. Then you have that very brilliant side of you that is the political maestro. I'm trying to say maestro.
Are you talking about Michelle, Isaac, or both of us? What you talking about?
Oh, help me.
We both a little crazy. Crazy for the people.
Right. Crazy for the people. How
Rusty, help me out, Rusty.
Hey, listen, I'm fans of both of them, so I'd be crazy too.
But God protects good crazy.
Yes.
Amen to that.
Now, Rusty's still on the line. Sir, would you take over and give us some updates in terms of folks that want to be in the know with you?
Yes, we have an expungement package that's going through the House of Representatives. Really want to call on the community to get copies of those bills so we can know what will be expunged. There will be some scenarios where a person with 2 or 3 felonies can actually apply for expungement. It's not as expansive. It won't include all assaultive crimes, but it is moving in the right direction. People who commit a number of felonies in a 24-hour period, those felonies in certain instances can count as 1 felony. Our marijuana bill that Rep. Jewel Jones and I introduced has been added to the package so that within 90 days to fill out a simple application, if you have a misdemeanor marijuana conviction, it'll be, in most instances, off your record. Without
90 days?
Within 60 days, you fill out the application that the prosecutor doesn't object. I mean, this isn't the crime of the century. It's a simple simple low-level marijuana conviction. Paperwork is in order. If if the prosecutor doesn't say there's an issue, the court must order the conviction set aside within 24 days. So we're streamlining that process. And, you know, right now the Republicans are in majority, so this is not a bill I can just write without a lot of negotiation with some people in their party who are adamantly opposed to expungement. So we've drafted a package. I think we've done the best we can that will take a big bite of the apple and expand it. You know, but there are still certain people who are in prison for marijuana, you know, low level, 20 plants, 5 kilograms, 4-year felonies. You know, I'm going to come up with a bill to follow this package that will try to get those folks out of prison for activity that is now legal. So Mary Waters has agreed to chair a task force for me.
We want to give a shout out to Mary Waters.
And she's turned this into like a powerful machine called the Redemption Coalition. They've done several clinics just yesterday working with Tyrone Carter. She had a team of about 10 lawyers, including Robin McCoy. They gave free counseling to people who are trying to get expungements under the current law. And so we're moving this thing forward, but we need to expand. We need to support expungement reform, and we need to make sure we're contacting our state reps and senators on this issue.
I had Otis Mathis on the show last week, and I really had an opportunity to find out great things about State Rep Tyrone Carter. Great things.
Yeah, me and Tyrone Carter, we're neighbors. He's District 6. I'm 4. We're a perfect 10, going from the river to Highland Park border, and we're getting some stuff done, and we're also working on. We got a bill passed with your help. Thank you for giving a voice to the licensed professional counselors. About 10,000 of their jobs were in danger, and we got House Bill 4325 passed because of the advocacy of these counselors who are amazing. And that bill got passed to protect mental health services. I'm having a concert this Sunday, November 10th, where we're going to be honoring these LPCs. And if you come there and say you're a friend of Billy Jones, you'll get in free.
Oh, okay.
And you might, if you know Isaac too, you might get in. But they might say everybody knows Isaac, like everybody's Bert's cousin at Bert's. But doors open at 4 o'clock this Sunday, November 10th at the Tangent Gallery. Sky Covington comes on with a Billie Holiday tribute at 7. At 5:30, we're going to have the Love Williams Project. She's an up-and-coming R&B artist. From 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., 715 East Milwaukee. And that's the corner of Oakland, like Oakland, California, where Rusty's from.
That's right.
Not Oakman, Oakland and Milwaukee. And that's going down. Just come and say you're my special free guest, and it'll go
State
smooth.
Rep, I see that you have the author, actress, Deborah Chenault Green.
Yes, and you know, Sky Covington is just an amazing woman. She brings together authors, poets, radio personalities. She even lets me hang out, and it's an amazing coming together. I hope, Michelle, you can bring some of your seniors and teachers. It's just a beautiful space, and we have so many usually there's about 20 vendors selling African art or different types of products, lemonade, and Detroit business leaders are just coming together and you know, promoting love and peace and unity.
It's just a wonderful thing, the way that you're able to galvanize all of these people, all these different interests, and make it we're working as one. Right. And so I just want to salute you, State Rep Mr. Isaac Robinson. Ms. Broden, do you have any conversation?
Oh, yes. Also, when I was a PTA president, Isaac here was one of my alumni, and he worked really hard in our school to bring resources to the students at the school.
What was that Detroit Renaissance?
You had to bring that up, you know. But he was the best. But he's always worked for the betterment of everybody. So they always say the children are our future. Isaac really put his foot on that. He put action behind that, because we had a lot of things at the time, too many financial managers. But anyway, Isaac got people together so that the kids, the students there at that particular high school, would still receive the resources that they needed. And he always brought the information to the parents. So the parents could support their children. And that's the piece we really need.
Yes.
And so I miss Isaac. I'm no longer at Renaissance because my children graduated, but I'm still a PTA activist.
You know, grandbaby?
They're not old
You
enough
can become the
yet.
PTA grandma president.
So, and he was able to connect me with other people that came to the school to help our parents, to help our students, because that's what I'm about, helping the youth come and take the next reign, the next mayor, the next governor, the next whatever. And Isaac is maybe one of the only ones that come back in the community to make that happen. The students know who he is.
I remember Councilwoman Joanne Watson.
Yes.
And I remember Commissioner at that point, Kenyatta.
Yes.
Kwame Kenyatta.
Yes.
And his thing was always telling Councilwoman Joanne Watson, hold on, help is on the way.
Right.
Hold on, help is on the way. So I say to State Rep Isaac Robinson, with all of your energy, with all of your drive, with all of your hard work, with all of your putting people together, just think, when you get this person sitting to your left, to your right, to come and be that person, say, State Rep Isaac Robinson, you just hold on. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Michelle,
yes.
come. She's coming.
That's right.
She's coming.
Have you talked about the right to literacy today?
We didn't get to that because we got to the piece of that.
Because I know someone named Victor Gibson, who's the president of the AFT Retirees.
Yes.
And I'm going to be speaking at his meeting on November 19th. So I just want to put a shout out to teachers and our retirees. And I'm researching issues that impact you. And I've assigned the staff in Lansing to put together all the different laws that are going on around the country.
Right. It's countrywide.
And to see what we can replicate in Michigan. And you know, I'm excited about getting into that conversation. And what I want to say, I'm a state rep, and my job is easy. When people call me and say there's an incinerator that's hurting them, my job is to shut it down. So when I come up with all these brilliant ideas, 99% of the time it's because my mother told me or someone from the community told me.
Yes, yes.
And my job is simply to listen and to fight and to stand with you and not try to recreate the wheel.
Right.
And as issues come my way, I want to work with you on things that are impacting you, either it's a small issue or a big issue.
Right. So the literacy piece is two things. That law that they passed in the state before you were there,
Hold on, Rusty.
that they're holding back a third grader if they don't read at a particular time is so wrong, because no educator was involved with that. Kids, if you're a teacher, you know, if you're a mom or dad, you know, they bloom at different times. So that's so wrong to hold somebody back because they didn't meet a mark at a particular time. And with the literacy, they're trying not to help us become literate, but stop us from being literate.
So there's a lawsuit pending.
Yes, it's a lawsuit pending.
And I'd like to ask for your help and maybe Baba Gibson, Helen Moore, or others, that we can pull together a town hall meeting maybe on a Monday when I'm in town, where we can just kind of let the community update what's going on. I know the governor is being lobbied to take a position in support of a right to literacy, and I think that the more the people get involved,
the better.
The elected officials can move towards the position that we need them to be in.
Rusty,
What is that was me being diplomatic.
Rusty Jackson.
Yes, sir.
You heard the conversation right there. Is there any comparison to Oakland, California? Because
you know, one of the things that I was listening to State Isaac Robinson talk about state rep was his expungement bill. And Billy, that's something that needs to happen in every black community across the country.
Okay, but we have it happening here, and so that's fine, but is that effective in Oakland, California at all?
It could be. And what I'm saying is, if there's a vehicle where your show could be the catalyst for calling together a conference.
We'll talk about
that. So that we, man, you got so many black kids in jail, for, like State Rep said, for stuff that's now free, that their lives are going to be impacted in ways that we can't even really imagine if it's expunged.
Okay.
I want to say something like...
Go ahead, State Rep.
Robin McCoy pointed out that there are some young people who, by age 18, they may have 3 felonies. But the studies have shown their brains, you know, the brains don't develop till you're in your mid-20s or a later time.
That's right.
So, as you know, we're going to get this package through with the grace of God and with the help of the community. But then we got to start revisiting these particular situations, getting into the data. Well, let's amend it so that if you got these convictions under 24 and you have 3, you're still eligible. You know, we got to get into these policies, but we also have to have the data to support what we're talking about. And you know that you're right on point, Mr. Jackson.
You know, and there was the second part of your conversations besides expungement. What was that? I've forgotten just quickly.
We were talking about the right to literacy.
The right to literacy. Yes, that's what I wanted Rusty to. That's what I was speaking on, Rusty, is the right to literacy. You had Kamala Harris when she was there before. If your child didn't come to school, then the parents were they were arrested. Is that correct?
Yes.
And so the fact that now, Ms. Michelle Broden, would you please explain again how the students, if they can't pass a 3rd grade test, then what happens again?
They hold them back another year. But they had that policy here for our parents were supposed to go not to jail, but to court and to be given a fine. And they just didn't push through on that, but it's on the books.
Okay.
That was Kim Worthy that said that they would do that in order to make parents responsible here. So it didn't happen, so now they've created a law where if you're a 3rd grader, you start school in August or September, and they want you to be complete by March. Some kids don't get it until June. So you're telling me in March if you didn't make it, but June you are proficient, they're still going to hold you back. It's just...
So November 11th, I'm going to have a town hall meeting, I just decided. 51 West Hancock. So the day after our November 10th concert, I'd like to invite the community to 51 West Hancock, 2nd floor. Michelle, will you participate and help me get some experts on this?
Teachers and experts, yes.
Okay, so we'll have and maybe I'll get some of my colleagues, and we'll have a nice legislative town hall, no agenda, just information sharing so people can get the information and know how they should proceed on lobbying the governor and the legislature and others.
Right.
That means, if I'm not incorrect, that you may have the opportunity, either yourself and or Ms. Michelle Broden, to come back and explain to us about that before event actually happens. We can promote it again.
For you
November.
Yep, November 11th. Yep.
How about that?
And I don't know. Do you ever do you moderate town halls, Mr. Jones?
I have, but that's something that, again, we could talk about.
Offline.
Offline, yeah. we can discuss that because, again, you know, that's why I was going into Rusty, because you guys just quickly organize. Rusty quickly organized. He knows how to put things in place.
He's the chief.
He's a chief. Miss Broden, she knows how to put things in place. And family, you can be a part of what State Rep Isaac Robinson is putting together. You see, you have an architect that can help us, help you, help your family, help your children, help your grandchildren be greater, better, have a better, greater situation in our city of Detroit and Highland Park. We have a man that has the plan.
Can I talk a little about facial recognition?
Please do.
Yes.
So, you know, we really have to be very careful on how this facial recognition technology is being used. I know that we get snippets from who I believe are very sincere police officers who want to solve crimes, but, you know, there has to be set limits on how government can watch us, how this technology can be used on streetlights, drones. And we have privacy in America, freedom. You can see what's happening in Hong Kong, where people are protesting, risking their lives just so that they won't be or have all this surveillance on them. So there's that whole piece of it. Just imagine if you're at Hart Plaza and the police came around and says, okay, everybody, we're fingerprinting you now. We're going to do a mass fingerprint. Well, that's what happens with this technology. It's a mass photo print. So just think about that. This is not just a simple catching the murder at the ATM. There are some limits that have to be set on how this is used. And the second piece of it is due process. Even without technology, identification evidence has always been fallible. When you have a lineup, you have to have a defense lawyer present. So when this process of police deciding which picture to go after, oh, this guy has 10 crimes in the past, let's add a nose to him and an ear and let's run the picture. You know, there's a lot of constitutional safeguards that need to be put in. The last thing we need to do is to taint a criminal trial with flawed evidence that misidentifies black people and, in fact, all people at high rates. So I just want to throw that out there, and I have a number of bills. One is a moratorium that'll ban it for 5 years. Pause. Let's figure this thing out. But I'm also working on some other bills with the ACLU to ban the use in schools. Do we want our children being scanned and have a database of their pictures? 6-year-olds? What do they do with these photographs? At public hospitals. You know, if you have HIV, do you need the local police officers having a little database of who has HIV, who's at the gay bar? You know, what kind of a society are we going to live in? So I want to invite the community to work with me. Tawana Petty and others, Commissioner Willie Burton, Sam Riddle, and many others have really been doing a great job. Tom Shosky. And I responded to their call to get involved in this from the community. I'm responding to Detroiters' concerns.
Rusty?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm with State Rep on this facial recognition. Let's slow down and figure it out because the ramifications are crazy. And do you, again, I want to echo what he said. Do you want them to have that kind of information and be able to manipulate the technology to come up with results that they desire rather than what actually occurred?
Ms. Broden, you
Yes.
have, 2 sons?
Yes, I do.
Now, with this facial recognition, you have 2 black men.
I do.
Yes.
What is your thought about the possibility of your sons being profiled with that racial identification?
I have raised my sons to expect to be harassed and all of that. And what I've told them is they have to be silent and they have to wait. And whatever happens, there is a way to be handled. We can get a lawyer. You do have a phone call. But it's scary because they're harassed. I sent them to California. They're harassed constantly just because. If they have 3 people in the car, they're pulled over. So I'm afraid that one day they'll be shopping at the mall, they'll get stopped, and that's their guy.
Yeah.
But it's not the guy. You know, these kids, they went to college, they graduated. One's a nurse, the other one works for a hospital. I mean, come on.
You know, and people of that nature, and State Rep, come in, please. People of that nature, when you're accused of something that you know that
It's
you didn't
hard.
do, they say, okay, just stay calm and stay chilled, et cetera, et cetera. But I tell you what, your mental state becomes really in a different vein when you have a certain character that you know that's you, and folks are accusing you of something that you know that you didn't do, and it's a person with a gun and a badge and uniform and saying they're going to be Lord of the Flies over you. Now I'm really pissed off.
Yeah, he was.
And the legal term is being put in jeopardy.
Yes.
You are in
Right.
jeopardy of going to
That's
prison.
right. Yes.
When a police officer is investigating you
All the
and there's
time.
charges coming at you, you are now in jeopardy. And one of my bills, Mr. Jones, is to stop the Secretary of State from allowing our driver's license photos and state ID photos to be used in these investigations.
Yes.
What
Right.
does me going to the Secretary of State got to do with some murder over there?
Yes.
It doesn't have
Right.
anything. Why am I being put in jeopardy in a system that doesn't work? And we can't just trust government. You know, we were founded on, a revolutionary war where we protested attacks on our religious freedoms coming from England. So we need to be vigilant and protect freedom in America.
Yes.
Any last thoughts on the facial ID? Sir? Rusty?
You talking to me?
Yeah, we're doing a
Again,
countdown.
Billy, I believe that the technology can be used in a positive way, but we don't know what that way is yet. And until we understand how it can be used in a positive way for good, we have to slow down.
Yeah, and the database, how long are they going to keep our pictures? You know, they're going to throw darts at it, they're going to do some weird stuff. Well, why y'all holding on to all this footage about me?
And let's
Right.
be clear about young people in our community. Good kids hang out with bad kids all the time.
Right.
Because they
Rusty, now don't
see
give
that
them
bad
my
kid as a
information
bad
like that.
kid.
Rusty?
Billy, it happened.
I mean, but don't give out my information like that because I was just caught up.
You know, man, I go to school with this guy, and whenever we're together, he doesn't do anything wrong. So, yeah, I'm going to hang out with him. He's from my hood. This is my dog.
Yeah.
Can I get one more accomplishment in that we've worked on?
Okay, Rusty, let's stay, Rep. Go ahead and do your thing.
So when I ran for office, I represent the area by the incinerator. The community wanted it shut down. And so by April 1st, the incinerator has been shut down. It was a whole community effort, and I have to give credit to the activists like Amina Maxey and others who fought for so many years. But I had a series of bills that were putting pressure on the investors. I had a bill since the beginning of the year to put stricter regulations on the incinerator, to remove them from the renewable energy list, to take away their tax credits. And now I have a bill that would ban municipal incineration permanently. We got it shut down, but now we came back a couple other times. So if there is no law that says you can't, if there's no law prohibiting it, that incinerator may come back on the east side. They may move the equipment to Southwest Detroit because, they got Marathon over there. We got the nasty radioactive U.S. Ecology on Georgia Street. So I need people to get with me, and we need to ban municipal incineration permanently in Detroit.
Why would you want to do that, State Rep?
Well, after 40 years of breathing in poisonous, toxic fumes, enough is enough. People need to be able to move on with their life now and know that incinerator is not coming back. Because when you talk to people in the neighborhood, they say, oh, "Okay, yeah, politician, I'm glad you closed it down, but we'll see what really happens." I've been, and actually over Memorial Day weekend, they puffed it open. They reopened it, and people smelled stuff. I called the mayor. He was like, "No, that didn't happen." I was like, "No, they were burning that stuff again." And I got a call from MDQ and told me they did. So, nothing's set in stone. So we got to be vigilant and stay on their heads on this issue.
But the mayor was saying, no, they didn't.
The mayor didn't know about it.
He didn't know about it.
So, but the mayor played a role in helping close the incinerator after. I think many people put pressure on him, and coalitions are funny. Quicken Loans got on board. I met with them, and I asked them to support our efforts because I pointed out they have development near the incinerator. And so people say that because of the gentrification, because of the development, that's why the incinerator was shut down, and that's part of it. That's just the reality. But those are the coalitions, and you got to take it where you can get it. If we can shut that thing down, and then now we got to start thinking about how to stand up for the long-term residents who held out over there, and what type of support they can get, moving on with their lives after 40 years of breathing that crap.
Ms. Broden?
Yes.
You got a conversation?
I just support that effort.
Okay.
Because I have friends down in that area. And it's just, I don't want to put anything bad, but their health is not the same.
Yes.
So I don't want to put any labels, but if the quality of air is bad, then so is your health.
That's right.
So I actually have a bill package that was put together by my colleague from Dearborn, where I'm the lead sponsor on the right to breathe, really creating standards where we have a right to breathe. Isn't that crazy? We got to think about right to drink water, and we can't. And Tyrone always reminds us a lot of attention is going into the water, justifiably so, but we don't talk about the air enough. With what the unbreathable air in Southwest Detroit, the unbreathable air near the incinerator. And then we now have I have bills dealing with the company called U.S. Ecology, and Wake Up East Side and Hamtramck. We need to be calling on the governor and all my legislators to support two bills that I have. One is to halt all expansions of these radioactive toxic waste facilities. There's two in Detroit, one in Art Center, and they're owned by U.S. Ecology. They bring in the worst toxic waste chemicals known to mankind. They process them. They dump what they say is cleaned liquid into our sewers, and then they take the other stuff out to landfills. And so one bill would say that this company, you can't expand. They've been trying to expand this facility on Georgia Street between Mount Aileen and Van Dyke for 5 or 6 years. My mother, Warren Evans, has opposed it. And I want to give a shout out to Warren C. Evans. When Mike Duggan and others haven't done which I feel they haven't done what's right by opposing this, Warren C. Evans has stood with me and the Rep. Rob, my mother, and opposing this expansion.
Wait. Rep. Who is that? What's her name?
The Honorable Rosemary C. Robinson.
Thank you. She's a legend.
Yeah, it's my mom.
Yeah. Let us know. I want people to connect. Go ahead, Ms.
Right, I had a question. Aren't they also bringing the trash from Canada over here to do stuff?
Yeah,
and that's a whole nother country. Why do we have to bear that?
So I just want to let the public know these issues. I have a number of environmental bills I'm working on, banning horizontal fracking. We want to ban TNORM. This is radioactive fracking waste that they have processed on the east side, and right now they have this temporary agreement not to process it at the Georgia Street facility owned by U.S. Ecology, but they might be processing it over here by the Charles Wright Museum. They have another facility across the street from where the incinerator is.
Yes.
And so I have a bill to halt expansions and another bill to ban this radioactive TNORM from being processed at these facilities, where they actually dump it right into the sewers.
Wow.
And this U.S. Ecology has been found violations of dumping mercury, arsenic, and all types of dangerous chemicals into our sewers.
Arsenic is in water in the suburbs now. You know that, right?
Okay, so maybe we can get some support from them to work with us. So if people who are active with the Detroit Water Board, they have contracts with U.S. Ecology. So as I examine this from Lansing, we also have to examine what role the city of Detroit is playing in poisoning us by allowing this expansion of radioactive and toxic waste dumping in our communities.
My goodness, my goodness. I think let me do this real quickly. Annie?
Yes.
I need me some Easy Silk. Real quick.
I got it.
Okay, what you got?
I
That's
like,
that African Easy Silk.
Well, I got the detangling shampoo, which is good. I have the coconut milk butter conditioner, which is good for the hair. That make your hair smell good. Then I have two of those. I have one in the oil that you take and after you shampoo your hair, you just massage it in real good with the ball of your finger. Make sure it's the ball of your finger. Then I also have the braid sheen, which make those beautiful braids that these people that have, the long ones, make them shine with the gloss, look like sun.
Okay.
And it's very important to get that.
All right,
These braids do look wonderful today.
All right, but Annie, you so good. Stay on the phone, girl, because you got it going on. She's 80. How old are you now?
I'm 89. I'll be 90 in 2 months.
All right, you hold on there. Okay. State Rep, you on a roll.
So I just want to let you know I'll be hanging out with Rachel Lawhon and the Vandellas, bringing them up to Lansing on Wednesday. We're going to honor them. As you know, Motown's having a 60th anniversary, and we want to celebrate the Vandellas. There's a play right now honoring the Vandella sisters, and that's at the International Institute. It's coming up in I got the text, but my phone ran out of battery, but reach out to me, Google the Vandellas. There's a play talking about the sisters. And all that they're doing. Rochelle Lawhon is now with the group. Martha Reeves left a while ago, but they're continuing their great trailblazing impact on music history. And I'm going to be honored to be with them on Wednesday.
And I tell you what, I'm going to be honored to be with you on the 19th.
Yeah, so I got the next 2 Sundays. I got this free community concert with Sky Covington at Tangent Gallery, and that's November 10th from 4 to 9. Sky Covington is going to do a Billie Holiday tribute at 7. Around 4:30, we're honoring the LPCs, our licensed professional counselors. We're going to be talking about mental health services. And at 5 o'clock, Love Williams. And that's November 10th. And then I got my fundraiser, the Fall Ball at the Diamond Shaft, from 4 to midnight. And this is the old after-hours spot, but I'm starting it at 4 o'clock because a lot of my seniors ain't coming out at 1 in the morning. And so we're going to have Maestro, who's DJ'd for 40 years. He's going to be playing Michael Franks. He's on, we might even get a little Planet Rock in there. We're going to go back in time and have some smooth R&B classics, some jazz, ballroom step. And they have the famous Diamond Chicken Wings. This is going to be a Diamond Shaft. It's a $20 donation requested, but if you just bring $5 or $1, I just want to see your face in the place. Let them know you're a friend of Billy Jones.
Question. When we say that this is a re-election fundraiser, what is the real purpose of having a fundraiser to go to war? What is the purpose of trying to ask people who want to support you to put some financial dollars so that you can make sure that you can advertise, that you can buy the equipment that is necessary to run your office?
Because I'm opposing the incinerator, I've upset labor unions who are friends, but sometimes there's conflict. I don't want workers breathing that poisonous stuff. I'm a union man to the end of my life.
Yes.
But I'm not going to support an incinerator, and a lot of these union members don't live in our community. And so what my point is, these environmental polluters are going to try to wipe me out because I'm cutting into their money. They spent several $100,000 couple times against my mother, and my mom whooped their butts, of course.
But see, your mother was a
with our
legend.
help.
You see, your mother was a legend. Your mother took care of the folks, the black folks. Your mother took care of them. She took care of the folks too. But in our population, your mother's a legend. And so what I'm saying, folks, the reason I'm jumping in, because again, we don't have time to play. We find that the people who are wanting to support and represent us, the community, other folks want to take them out. Folks want to take this show out. Folks have wanted to take this station out. But it takes money. It takes money to keep this man in office. He is great. He is wonderful. He's personable. He's out there. He's fighting. He's kicking tush. He's doing all those things. But it takes money to make sure that this man is going to continue to represent us.
So I have a website.
Wait, State Rep. I'm going to be quiet. But I do want to let you know this program, we need your help too. So send those checks, cash your checks and money orders into 160 Victor Street, Highland Park, 48203. Again, help those that are helping you. We give it to you no cut, no chaser, give it to you straight, but give it to you the truth. Go ahead, State Rep Robinson.
Well, I'm going to make my donation to the station soon, and I appreciate you, Mr. Jones. But my website is robinsonformichigan.com. Small donations are welcome, and if you can't donate, please spread the word. Share this program on Facebook. There's all kinds of ways to help, and I hope that you can join me on the November 10th at my free concert at the Tangent Gallery and at my Cabaret Fall Ball, 4 p.m. November 17th.
And you continue to watch the program because, again, as the State Rep is making his way in activities during the time he is not here, I hope to be able to make those announcements for him in between time. And in between time, we'll have Miss Michelle Broden will be here. She'll be here on the 2nd of each month, possibly even more. And, of course, we have the State Rep, Mr. Isaac Robinson, is here on the schedule is the 1st and the 3rd Monday of the month. However, because of his schedule, it may change up. Sometimes we get him less, sometimes we get him more, but we're going to get him.
But sometimes I'll be at the Diamond Shaft at 5 in the morning, Sunday morning.
Is that the Wings place?
Yeah. But they ballroom, and I'm getting my exercise in. Okay. I'm not doing nothing terrible.
Oh, brother, and I want
Michelle's been there. I've seen Michelle at the Diamond Shaft.
I want to tell
It's just a whole bunch of old school cats ballroom.
But I tell you, brother, you be dressing. I didn't know that. I mean, this is the whole thing is that following you. I've known Mr. Isaac Robinson for many years now, from the time that his mother was here.
Late Mr. Conyers?
No, my brother here.
Richard Harrison.
Yes. And you.
Well, say rest in peace, Mr. Conyers, for all that you've done.
Please take it on that. Take it on that.
Just a labor legend, and he cared about all people, not just black people.
Yes.
You know, I worked for him, and it was a true honor to work for him. And rest in peace, and your legacy lives on through so many others like Joanne Watson, Hanson Clark, who worked for you, and you know, your imprint is going to be forever felt, always.
Right.
You know, so God bless you.
And we give you a top of the day to you in honor of Congressman.
And he would call at 4 in the morning and say, "Top of the morning, Robinson." I'm like, "Mr. Conyers, why are you up already?" Right. "Call me Chairman." I said, "Okay, I'm picking up."
Well, but once again, I do want you to close out once again with these particular information, because there's someone who just tuned in and didn't get this information, and also Ms. Broden wants you to be prepared to do your closeout.
Sunday, November 17th at 14919 Myers, we're having the fall ball. Come dressed to impress. Come drop off $5, $10, or $20 to help my re-election campaign. Even if you don't got no fancy outfit, just come by for 5 minutes, say hi. We're going to take a lot of pictures at the legendary Diamond Shaft, November 17th. And then Sunday, November 10th, we're going to have a concert honoring the licensed professional counselors, celebrating all the work they do to promote mental health services. The Billie Holiday tribute with Sky Covington at the Tangent Gallery at 715 East Milwaukee. My phone number is 313-739-5093. Feel free to text me, 739-5093, for more information. Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Michelle Broden, Be Well family. My phone number, if you want to get in touch with me, is 313-718-5939 for the information that you need about the census and about everything else that you need to know in your community.
Rusty, give me 20 seconds. Rusty?
God bless the warriors who take it to the streets. And I mean Michelle and State Rep. And Michelle, this is for you. My mom and my aunt were both teachers and both leaders, so I've never had a problem following a female leader. Girl, you go do it.
All right. Thank you. And the family, of course, we want to thank you for viewing and being with us. Again, State Rep, I want to thank you for being here today, Miss Michelle Broden. And again, you keep an eye on that young lady for being here as well, because again, State Rep Isaac Robinson, you just hold on, because I believe that help is on the way. And family, I want to give a special acknowledgement to TV 33, Mr. R.J. Watkins, Mr. Henry Tyler, and staff. It was a wonderful, great mayoral debate that they held here at the studio, which shows you that if there is something to be done that you want to have so that people will see it and know about it, not just in a room, not just in a hotel, not just in a motel, not just in a big place where you say, well, we had 300 folks. So what? There's only 300 people that could see it. When you put it on TV, you can see all the people everywhere can watch what you're doing from the studio at TV 33. Tell your friends, you got an event, it should be here. I am Billy E. Jones. You can call me at 313. What's my number? 41231
777-9311. I'm hanging with the Vandellas on Wednesday. Come to Lansing with us. It's going to be fresh.
Gotta go, folks. Love you. Thank you. Got much respect and love. Bye, y'all. You wouldn't have to go anywhere, because this is the Talk Beat Jones. And